it's me, Laura, Crocheting Whovian. How y'all doing? It's been about 3 weeks since I last podcasted. Mm, yeah, because I should have podcasted last week and got a little #lazy. I had a lot of doctor's appointments last week and it just wasn't in the cards, so I decided to do it today. A lot went on, like not a lot, like crazy, but I've been a little busy. I was away for a week in Arizona. I went to the Grand Canyon. I went to my husband's cousin's wedding. Then all of us in-laws and all the cousins and everything went to the Sedona and Grand Canyon. That was a lot of fun. I'll insert pictures. But my thing is with the Grand Canyon. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, it's marvelous, it's a world of wonder. I'm not putting that down. I don't understand the point of going and looking at a hole in the ground. Some people were saying it was breathtaking. Some people were amazed. There were parts of it that I was amazed with. But sorry, I thought I heard knocking. That's Joey. But it's still to me a hole in the ground. And I'd rather go look at a pothole for free than pay to go see the Grand Canyon. A hole in the ground. But, all right, true. It's been a weird couple of weeks. I've been, like I said, going to the doctors a lot. I was officially diagnosed with a binge eating disorder. It took a lot to come to the realization. It took a lot to admit it and get the help. And I finally got the help. I'm going through the process for more of a constant help than what I have currently. That's true. But things are going to get better. I know it. I have a great support team. And I have great friends. And there's that. They said that it is very common with people who've had lap band reversal. You can see it in my face. I've gained some weight. I'm not proud of it, but it's not permanent. So I'm working on getting rid of it. My depression has been a roller coaster, not only because of it, but causing it as well. My dog is back here. Chewy. He wants to play. So there's that. Other than that, sorry for the shakiness because I'm leaning on the table. Got my hair did. It looks a little weird right now, but it's just washed and stuff. Yeah, that's about it. That's been life. I'm going to insert some pictures because I took a fun one. I don't know. I didn't post it on social media. I took a fun one of me at the Grand Canyon, literally hanging from a cliff edge. It was about a 4-foot ledge that allowed us to stand on it and hold on to the top ledge. It was kind of cool. So I'll definitely insert that picture. But that's about it. I don't have very many whips because I haven't really been knitting. Chewy. I haven't really been knitting because I kind of lost my mojo for a little bit because of the depression. Didn't stop me from buying anything because I got a lot of acquisitions, but sorry, just whatever. But I mean, it just, whatever. So let's jump into the announcements, the knit-alongs that are currently going on. In my group, there are several. It's a Myrtle kind of day. You have 2 more days for entries for the hat pattern. And then I'm going to draw. Oh my goodness, my New York accent. I'm going to draw for the winner for a pattern of $7 or less. I also have the Year of the Sock, which ends. You have another month, guys. Along with Sensational Stripes and Family Movie Night. I'm not going to go into details. You guys know the rules. I've been saying it for a year now, basically. Chewy. And next year, there's a lot of fun things in the works. Anybody want a dog? We have a lot of... Chewy! We have a lot of fun things in the works. I have a year-long collaboration, knit-along, crochet-along, loom-along, going with Deborah of Diary of a Physicist, Farm Gal. We're going to have the feature creatures. I don't quite know if we settled on a name yet, but as it gets closer to the end of the year, I'm going to announce it and give you further details. But that's going to be next year's year long, and I'm accepting whips. So if you don't finish something this year and you go into next year and it fits the quarterly criteria, you can enter it. I think rumor has it that the designer of the campsite cardie is coming out with a fluffy one. Fluffy for us fluffy people. So I'm thinking that if she does, I'm going to host a impromptu knit along kind of thing. Nothing major, just knit along to like talk people, like, you know, encourage people and whatever. And it's going to be for the year because no set time and things like that. It's just for fun, no prizes or anything, just for fun. Because I don't think there's going to be very many of us making it fluffy wise. But it's going to be for campsite cardie in general. So whether it be the fluffies or the non-fluffies, it'll work. What else do I have planned for next year? And I'm saying this now because as December comes on, I'm going to be less frequent on here because of Christmas obligations with baking and family time and parties and things like that. So that's why I'm going to definitely do one, but it's just, they're not going to be every 2 weeks, basically. Maybe one in December on the 3rd week kind of thing. That's it for the knit along so far, but I'm coming out with a few patterns by the end of January, and they're going to be back to back to back to back to back. I'm going to be updating my Myrtle hat for worsted, DK/worsted, and I'm going to the Sunrise, Sunburn, Sunset Cal. Chewy! I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be doing that in a DK worsted weight as well. Those are not going to be new patterns. Those are going to be updated to the current patterns. And if anybody has been holding out because they're for fingering right now, just give me another month and it'll be updated, and then I'm going to run a sale on the patterns. So those who have purchased it already, you're just going to get it added. Also, next year I'm thinking of doing tortoise versus hare is going to happen no matter what. That is a given that happens every year in June, right after Autism Awareness ends. July 1st, right after Autism Awareness ends. But I'm thinking of doing a Sylvester versus Tweety thing, kind of like cats versus birds. I haven't decided yet, but if that sounds like something that you guys will like and fun and like whatever, I'm going to start it the beginning of the month, the beginning of the year, just so that it runs 3 months. And then when that one's over, Autism Awareness starts with PHN. And then from there, tortoise versus hare. I don't know if I'll be asked to co-host Autism Awareness again. That I'm not obligating that. I'm not putting that obligation on anybody. But I don't want to distract from a major awareness like along, you know? So I try not to host things like that during that time. As far as that is, that, you know, whatever, that's done. But there'll be more on that and more announcements and more things like that. Just let me know if you guys think that the Sylvester versus Tweety along is a good idea, because it's been shuffling around in my head for quite some time, because I love birds, I love owls, I love everything. I do not like cats, but I know there are some people who are cat lovers and not bird lovers, so I figured it could kind of be like a pre-tortoise versus hare. Let me know, and just comment below, put it in the Ravelry thread for the episode, or reach out on Instagram or whatever. Just let me know, because I don't want to start something that really no one's going to participate in. But speaking of PHN, let's go into theirs. They have the toy along happening, and their Tea and Tails both end at the end of the year. Tea and Tails was a year-long event. Why does it look like I'm like slow motion? Check out their rules. I've been saying it all the time. They're you hear the wind? I have my window open. My heat my parents control the heat in the house from their apartment upstairs, and they have the heat on like 80. Well, no, they have it on like 72, and there's a 10-degree difference between my house, my apartment on the first floor, and theirs because I'm right over the boiler. So my apartment gets really hot, so I have my windows open. So yeah, just let me know, like I said, but let's go back to this. I got distracted. I'm sorry. Squirrel moment. PHN Tea and Tales and PHN's Toy Along. Check it out on their thread. They're an amazing podcast. They're amazing women. So caring, loving, and giving. Just check them out. I highly recommend checking them out. Another one is Share the Warmth Cal, happening in Diary of a Physicist Farm Gal. Deborah, I can't say that. I'm too New York for that. I'm going to say Farm Girl, okay? It's gal, though, G-A-L. Check out her podcast. She's amazing. I've learned so much from her it's definitely weird, the camera. I've learned so much from her since I started watching her podcast when it first started. Wow, I can't English today. So she's a lot of fun. I love her. She makes me laugh. I just love her. So check out her podcast. Check out her group. She's got a few knit-alongs happening in there. But other than that, that's about it for announcements. This isn't going to be a long one because I only have 4 whips. Yeah, so there's that. But I have to take this moment to say hi to specific people at this current moment. I want to say hi, Kim. Hi, Brittany, because I say hello to you every day and tell you I love you and I'm praying for you. And hi to my number 1 favorite girl, Maddie K. Happy birthday, sweet girl. Okay. That's it. Now, why don't we jump into whips? Because I've worked a little on things, but not much. I'm going to start with my sweater. A Horse with No Name sweater in my giant yellow By the Bay Yarn Co. bag. I love her bags. You're going to see why. You're going to see I love them so much. This is my 4th one. I have 3 giants, 1 medium, and I purchased another one. But in it is my Horse with No Name sweater. The pattern is the Boxy Fingering, Boxy Light by Joji Locatelli. It won't look like it. Oh, here comes the dog again. It won't look like much, but I've worked a lot on this. From the last time we spoke, I was right where the bat is. And I did about another inch or so. Chewy! Sorry. The neighbors are out. But I'm at a total of 5.5 inches. Chewy! I'm at about 5.5 inches right now. And the pattern goes up to 19. But I'm probably going to just do it for about 17, depending on how it looks when I am up to that point. The yarn is Into the World in the colorway A Horse with No Name. That's its skein. I don't ball it up until I need it. So there's that. Okay. Next up is my Silver Shed USA medium Harry Potter Adventure Walk bag is my Make LaRue Twitch socks. The yarn is Fiber Nymph Dye Works in the colorway Cherry Pale Lavender Gray. Very original name there. Okay. I finished first sock. First sock is done. What? I finished a sock. I haven't cast on the second one yet, and you'll see why in the next whip. But this is what's next. Yep. I love this yarn. I loved making this sock. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to make the second one because it's a completely different sock. And I love this project bag. I need more of this style in my life. Okay. Next up in my Knit for Brains Christmas bag is my Holly Jolly Christmas socks. The yarn is, I didn't put it down because I didn't know it when I looked down my show notes. Holly Pressed Fibers in the colorway Christmas Pops with red pops. I just happened to stumble upon this Etsy shop one day. I was just logging in to check tracking for some packages, and I saw it. It came up in like things you may like kind of section, and I was like, ooh, that is pretty. Let me get it. And I got it. And I got to tell you, I'm not disappointed. This is the sock so far. I am almost at the toe decreases. Almost. I'm almost done with the foot for the first sock. Okay. I love how it's working out. It's coming out really, really cute. I can't wait to get these done. These are going to be my Christmas Eve socks. Wear them on Christmas Eve if I finish them in time. I should finish them in time. I hope I finish them in time, but with me, you never know. I may get bored. But I've been forcing myself to work on them. Trying to get 10 rows a day done. So there's that. Next up is a Secret Santa gift in my Erin Lane small Disney Villains bag. And I'm going to show you the pattern. It is by 3 a.m. Grace Designs. And it's just a Christmas, like a Christmas tree. I started this last night. I literally did not get far on it. Oh, there's the crochet hook. I was wondering where it was. And I got the first 2 peaks of the tree done. It's made in pieces. And you stitch them together. I was hoping it would be a little bit bigger. But it's okay. The pattern calls for an H hook. But I didn't want to use it in fear that the stuffing will show. So I'm using a G hook. But there's that so far. And I'm using Red Heart Soft for that. Because it's a pillow. So I didn't want to use the nicer yarn just in case. But what I'm going to do is, you see how the Christmas ornaments are on there too? I'm going to do that, obviously. But I'm also going to add some of these lights to it. It should be cute. It should be cute. That's for my Secret Santa. And that's it for whips, guys. Told you, I haven't really been working on much. Mostly my sweater and that sock. I do have a finished object, though. Sorry, my sister is texting me. I decided that I wanted to crochet something like quick, cute, and because I missed making toys, and I just wanted something quick and easy and something I can use in the house and stuff. So I found this pattern and I thought it was ridiculously cute. It's the Sugar Cookie by 3 a.m. Patterns. That 3 a.m. Designs again. And it's the Sugar Cookie. It's so cute. I made it out of, I love this yarn in white, and I forgot the pink, but the sprinkles, the eyes. The eyes should have been up a little bit further, like right here. So when I make the second one, because this took me a day to make. So I'm going to definitely make another one. But, yeah, that took me about a day to make, and it's a cute little pillow, stuffy. So I'm going to make another one. The sprinkles I'm going to do a little differently the next time around. But it was a fun, quick crochet, and that's it. Okay, let's move on to acquisitions. But if you guys don't want to see all the good stuff for enabling because it's that time of year, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys now. It's been quick. Hasn't been much to talk about. But I'll say goodbye to you guys now. Tell you I love you. And see you next time. I got a few things in here for my Get Your Yarn Wish Granted. I got some people who made me things because they got inspired. And I got to tell you, it's beautiful. So let's dive right in. I'm going to start with the stuff I have here because it's all right here and I can just keep it in there. Okay. I took advantage of a Black Friday sale and got this utterly adorable project bag. It's Snape and says after all this time, and then on the back, always. I like her bags. I think it's the first one I've gotten from her. Maybe the second one. I'm not sure, but that's the inside. It's perfect for socks. My Harry Potter socks are going to go in here next. And she sends it with these little Kitchener tags. I have one of these, so I'm wondering if I do. I have it. I have one of her bags already, or had one of her bags. But I have so many of the kitchen tags, but I love it. Because it helps. I mean, yeah. I can English. Okay. Then I got this for myself for another sweater or whatever the case may be. And it's the By the Bay Yarn Co. in purple. And it's her giant Maddie bag. See, it's brand new. I have no pins on it or anything yet. But there's that. Again, Biscotti had a sale that every purchase, for every dollar you spent, you got 2 points. And I'm building up points to get a certain thing from them. I already have enough points for a free skein, but I haven't dove into that yet. I got Hufflepuff. I got Flamingo. And I got Ho Ho Ho. All from Biscotti. And they're all self-striping. We all know how I feel about self-striping yarn. So there's that. Why is that so far away? Oh, I also ordered new DPNs. Like, I needed them from Biscotti, too, because they were on sale. Really don't need them, but you know how I am. I'm not ready to show that yet. When am I ready to show that yet? Okay. On the Rhinebeck weekend, Tristan of Dragon Horde Yarn had kind of like a major update, and one of them was a collaboration with Lila Styles, and I had to jump on that because I wanted the bag, and I wanted the yarn, obviously, so it was like, boom, 2 in 1, and I already put on a dingle dot, I already put on a zipper pull. It's got Hermione, but here is the project bag, where is my owl, and the yarn that came with it is this yarn, and it's so pretty, and it's called Ravelry. And I'm trying to see if I could get a sweater's quantity of this from her. I haven't really asked her yet, but I don't know if she'll do it. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. All right. Throw that in there. Okay. Okay. I had taken advantage of the Knit Picks sale and got a sweater's quantity for a ridiculous price. It's cardboard. And this, I got this is the Stroll Fingering hand painted in the colorway Gemstone for a nice sweater. I honestly think I'm going to make another flax. My sister asked me to make her one, so I'm definitely going to make at least another one more in fingering weight. I got this from Honeybee Knits. What do you call it? Requested, ordered, whatever. Did a custom order for the colorway It's a Boy. And then I got this one because, you know, can't with her colors. Oh My Stars. I believe this is from her Bewitched color series. I did a no-no, and I went on Blue Moon Fiber Arts, and I got Socks That Rock in the colorway She Persisted, and in the colorway Fire on the Mountain. I love this one. So pretty. I'm addicted to Socks That Rock. I went on a D-stash, and I got Little Bunny Foo from No Makers, Doppelganger yarn set. Now, Cozy Up is doing that 3 skein mystery knit along beginning of the year. I don't know if I want to use this or a fade kit I had gotten from Dragon Horde Yarn. I haven't decided yet, but yeah. I had gotten this from Teeny Buttons. This is Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. I haven't even opened the package because I know the second I open this, I'm going to want to knit it, and I can't because I have too much Christmas knitting to do. My next pair of Christmas socks, Forbidden Fiber Co. in her colorway Rockefeller Christmas. I had to get this because every year we go to the tree because I'm in New York City and it's stupid not to. It's the one tourist thing that we do every year. I'm actually going to cake this up in a little bit. That's going to be my next pair of Christmas socks. I also got this from Lori of Arkansas Yarn Co. And it is her Grinch colorway. Grinch version 2.0. I did the Elf minis from Teeny Button Studios. I was literally, the computer moved. I was literally in the car on the way to the airport to leave for Arizona when she released these. I got them. I had to have them. To say that I am addicted to Teeny Buttons is a little bit of an understatement. And I actually told her that when I met her at Rhinebeck. And who was it? The crazy sock, the crazy sock lady, Ravelry Group. She had the swapless swap thing and signups for Teeny Buttons. Had to do it because it's Teeny Buttons. I think I'm gonna make a cowl of just Teeny Buttons. Yeah. And I had put 2 Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted out there. One was for a Christmas project bag from Silver Shed, Knit for Brains, any actual place. And Marlisha of Pen Hook and Needles actually got this for me, and it just came, so I haven't thanked her yet, but I wanted to show you guys. Look how cute this is. I can't wait to use it. Can't wait. This is going to go in here. So excited. Then I also asked for minis, like yarn scraps from people, because I like making scrap socks and scrap-tastic things. I'm gonna make a cowl. I got 2 purchased advent calendars. I purchased from, and I got a 12 Days of Christmas from Nora George. I purchased from Molly Klein, which I've gotten already, and I purchased the sock blank one from Gail's Art. And then I got 2 from Swaps, but and then I got, like I said, the 12 Days of Christmas from Nora George. I plan on making like scrap cowl, like Land of Sweets again, and other things like that. But when I put it out there, Donna of Crystal Skies Hand Dyed sent me one, and I'm addicted to hers. I have a whole bin full of her minis from that I purchased that are left over from projects I've done with her yarn. I love her yarn. Love it. And my friend Jocelyn in Alaska, all the way from Alaska, sent me her scraps. So I'm really, really excited about that. And let's do this in here because I'm done with this stuff. So I want to show you these 2 things. And then that's it. I got this from the Scrappy Thread, I want to say, or Single Strand. It's one of her project starter kit thingies. I wanted to try it to see how it is. I gotta tell you guys, I like it. I was asked to review it too from some people. I like it. It's very, very convenient if you're traveling. If you are not traveling, I don't know if it would be a good idea, because I don't know. I shouldn't say it wouldn't be. It's not a good idea. My issue is I have far more than this could hold, and it's perfect for when you go away because you have spots for your needles. You got spots for your needles. You got spots for your notions. It works. It works very, very well. And I'm planning on using it for my needles for when I do go away in January to Florida. So, and it worked good for Arizona. It worked perfect for Arizona. Though I didn't really do much knitting in Arizona. I did it on the plane ride going, but not coming home, because coming home I just slept. It was a ridiculously early flight and I just slept. This is one of my new Remembrance Potteries mugs. Natalie, I love your mugs. Back in July, I want to say, my friend Brenda went to SSK, and I kept forgetting that she had gotten me this yarn. I kept forgetting that I need to send her the money for it, but I finally remembered, and I sent it to her, and I got the yarn. And this is Miss Babs' specific colorway for SSK, Mountain Morning, developed for SSK 2018. So pretty. Really is pretty. And then there's that. that's it for acquisitions. No, it's not. In my VKN group, the close friends of ours that are there every day, we put together a swap. It's like an advent calendar swap prior to the one I announced on here. And mine came from my friend Stephanie, Vanilla Sock Bake. Hi, Steph. And she knows me. I have to open things. And I opened my day 25 sock yarn, or yarn in general, and kind of want to use it now, but I'm going to wait because it's going to be my New Year's cast on. She got me hedgehog fibers. And this lighting is not doing it justice. It's much brighter than that. And it's in the colorway Gossip. I'm in love. Like, if I could marry yarn, it would be this. Totally. 100. And then I was on my VKN one night, and one of the members, Nancy, hi Nancy, had made Skein Deer Knits. She's doing her year of mittens. I forgot what exactly it's called. But, and she made a pair, and they were too long for her. So she asked me, and she's like, well, measure your hand. And I measured it, and ta-da! I got mittens. Look how pretty they are. Look how pretty. They're pretty. So pretty. And they're so soft. And then Shirley, we would, every night, every day, I literally go through the what's new on Ravelry for free patterns and stuff. And I forgot the name of this pattern, but it came up, and it's a single cowl, and it's got different things for like Cinderella and stuff. Was it Cinderella or was it Sleeping Beauty because of the spinning wheel and things? And she saw it, and she's like, she got inspired, but she converted it into a double knit, and she double knit this for me. Only one section of it because it's so big, but there's that. Look how pretty that is. See the dragons? Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Shirley and Nancy. I can't tell you how much I love those things. While at the Grand Canyon, I picked up a book that fascinates me about the Grand Canyon, and it makes me feel like I'm very, very morbid, but I'm enjoying it so far as I'm reading it, and I'm taking it all in because I'm reading another book too. I'm trying to read like 5 chapters a day, basically, of a book, but this is the book I'm slowly reading because I'm so like intrigued by it and into it that I'm taking all in. And I know this is a book I'm going to read. Chewy! And I know this is a book I'm going to read over and over again because I'm that crazy. But it's called Chewy. Chewy. The dog barking. Chewy. It's called Over the Edge, Death in the Grand Canyon. And I know this sounds morbid. I know this is crazy. I know this is nuts. But it lists literally all of the deaths and the stories behind some of them, from homicides to accidental to environmental to suicide. It's just, I like this kind of documentary. I like the true crime documentaries and stuff. And I felt that this book was perfect. And death from helicopter rides, death from the air. It's crazy. I've read some of the suicide ones already. And those broke my heart. Because there was one that they're ruling as a suicide that actually they only found it like 5 years ago, and it happened in the 70s based on the clothes and the possessions that were in it. It's amazing. I like I said, this is a book I'm going to read more than once and absorb it all because I like these kinds of things. I know it's morbid. I know people should not, but this stuff fascinates me. Like just the educational part of it. And I also picked this up to start making some crochet ornaments for my nieces and my Secret Santa. I got this on Amazon. It was like $3. Can't complain. Some of the patterns in here are like, what were these people thinking? Like, just because it can be made doesn't mean it has to be made. But yeah, there's that. And that's it. Is there anything else I need to say or do? No. Time's it? 4 o'clock. I've been talking for a half hour. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, because this was so short, I don't know, probably 2 weeks. I'll see you guys in probably about 2 weeks. But until then, enjoy. Have a great day. Hope your Thanksgiving was amazing. Love you guys. That's about it. Bye.